altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire. And whatsoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death. Thus did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities. Now the 25th day of the month, which they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of the Most High. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised, and they hanged.
Yeah, because you had, back then you had honorable Israelite women who disobeyed the laws of the king and was put to death for it. Now, you show me a woman today. Now, you do have those, the reincarnation of those women back here, but they're kind of hidden. We don't know who they are yet, but they're going to pop up, okay, because you did have honorable women back then. Go ahead.
It says, and they hanged it.
See, you jakes, man, you are at the lowest state, man. You're at the lowest state. You lack faith. You have damn near zero faith, man. You're right. You're in gross darkness. You're blind, man. Go ahead.
And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had.
That's Esau right there, man. Only Esau would do something like that. And he's doing the same thing. But then you got groups of guys that claim to have woken up that they're Israelites saying, oh, Esau gonna make it too. What drug, what form of LSD are you sniffing, man? Because you must be sniffing LSD, you know? Or sticking, intravenously cracking your damn veins or something, man. You got to be out of your damn mind to think that Esau is going to make it. Go ahead.
Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died, and there was very great wrath upon Israel.
Yeah, so you're going to be tested. You're getting ready to be tested, okay? Now, we're finished on that. Now, let's go to the next. Now we're going to go to Daniel 9:24, all right? All right, go ahead.
Daniel chapter 9, verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city, to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks, and 62 weeks the street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublous times. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause a sacrifice and oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
Now, you have scholars, you have several scholars that they debate about this breakdown right here. And they think it's talking about during the time of Cyrus and the three Darius first, second, and third, during that time period. Well, you have it half right, because the latter part of that, because it says the temple was going to be built, but it was going to be destroyed all over again. So how was the temple destroyed all over again? It was destroyed all over again by the Romans. And we read about those three prominent Romans, or Caesars, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian, all right? So now, so you're going to have to go back. Well, first of all, we're going to deal with, let's go back to it step by step, all right? And whatever information you got on Cyrus and Darius, have it ready. Whatever you have on the computer, you go to Cyrus first. You know what you do? Just do this right here. Just put in Cyrus in the box, the information box on the top. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Cyrus the Great. Go ahead.
I start up at the first verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem.
Right, the 70 years is talking about the Babylonians. All right, go ahead.
Verse 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy.
Now we have to go to Genesis and get the understanding of what is meant by a week.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 27. I start at 26. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week.
You know, this is talking about Jacob, Leah, Laban, and Rachel. Go ahead.
Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years.
So what did he say? He said, fulfill that week. And as you read the next line, it said each week represents 7 years. So when you go back to, let's go back to where we left off in Daniel. Read it again.
70 weeks.
So what is 70 weeks? If 1 week is 7 years, 70 week would be what? 70 weeks would be what? I'm sorry, 490 years. 490 years. So there's a starting point to that when they built the temple to the point where the temple was destroyed. So we got to go in the history of Cyrus and the 3 Darius, first, second, and third. And then we're going to have to jump to the Roman Empire to the time of Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. All right? Because the temple was already built, but it was going to be destroyed again a third time. Defiled the third time. Go ahead.
70 weeks are determined upon thy people. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem.
The going forth of the commandment was from Cyrus. All right? Go ahead.
It says, from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times.
Now we got to get the understanding of the troublous times. Where you at? You in Ezra, the 4th chapter?
Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard, now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord, power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God as you do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel...
Now let me say this. Read that part again.
Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your power as you do.
You had other nations that were seeking the Most High. Because when you go to, the 2 Kings, the 17th chapter, around about the 24th verse, matter of fact, go to that, they were forced to keep the laws of the Heavenly Father. And they taught their children, but really, the reason why they had to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, because they was in our land, the Holy Land. So when they kept their paganistic customs, the Most High sent lions after them. Matter of fact, we're going to read the story. Go ahead.
2 Kings 17 and 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and...
You got to read up above that, about the lions coming in.
I think that might be a little further down.
Okay, go ahead. Read. Okay, read on.
And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Sepharvaim.
See, really, you got to read this whole chapter to really get the understanding. Go ahead.
And placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning.
I remember in St. John, the 4th chapter, the Samaritan woman, right? She knew about the Lord and about Jacob and all that because their foreparents was teaching them that they were the people of Israel, which they were not the people of Israel. That's why the Lord said, you know not what you... Matter of fact, go to that. St. John, the 4th chapter, around about the 20th verse. That's why the scripture said in Isaiah, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line. Go ahead.
St. John chapter 4, verse 20. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and you say that in Jerusalem is a place wherein men ought to worship. Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when you shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship you know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jew.
Yeah, because she wasn't the people of Israel. She wasn't the chosen of the Most High. So the same thing when you go back to where we at, Ezra. When you go back to Ezra, when they wanted to build, because we seek your God, Zerubbabel and Joshua and them said, nah, you ain't got nothing to do with this. Just because you believe in the Most High and you want to keep the laws does not make you one of the chosen. That's why you got them gutter rats over there in Israel. They figure that they're in the land and they call themselves trying to keep the laws like the Most High going to save them and deliver them. The Most High is not going to save them gutter rats, man. Go ahead.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such.
Who are the true worshipers? Israel. It had nothing to do with whether you a Moabite, but you praise the Most High. I don't give a damn how much you praise the Most High. The Most High, you ain't the chosen people, and you ain't going to be saved. So if a Moabite ain't going to make it, then how the hell, like this brother showed a video, God's Boulay, where he was showing a Moabite with a damn dog on the damn Bobby, turn that shit around, man. And they had another dog in a damn cage. You mean to tell you really mean I'm going to have a fucking Moabite in my kingdom, man? They're going to be out in the goddamn field all damn day and all night. They're going to be busting their ass in the field, doing what the hell I say. Those are heathens, man. The same thing with Esau. He's a damn heathen. Go ahead. What? Well, he said right, exactly. That's right. Yeah, the brother had mentioned, the director had mentioned about Balaam, man. And Balaam basically said, he said, I wish I was one of these people. Even though the Most High opened up his eyes and gave him these visions, he still wasn't one of the people. So he already, right, so he knew he was going to go into slavery too. And then he broke down in Numbers, the 24th chapter. He said, look, that was Balaam. He said, he said, look, man, let me tell you what the hell is going to happen to your people and the rest of these people. He said, your people going into slavery, you're going to be destroyed by Israel, all right? And Esau too. He mentioned Esau. He didn't say some Edomites. He said all Edomites. Go ahead.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him. All right, back in Ezra, 2 Kings, the 17th chapter. 2 Kings, the 17th chapter, and the 24th verse. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Sepharvaim and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the Most High of the land. Therefore he hath sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the power of the land.